Sadashivasamarambha Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's morning Satsang, we will continue on states of consciousness. As you are all aware, you may be all aware, our Satsang series is continuing on Siddha Tradition. States of consciousness. Yesterday, we finished first 4 states. We'll enter into the 5th state today. Swapna-Jagrat means dreamful waking state. The exact definition is state of explaining everything that happened in the dream after waking. After waking up, if you are able to clearly describe everything that happened in the dream state in color, in multicolor, please understand. If you are able to describe everything that happened in the dream state after waking up and able to remember in color that state in which you were was dreamful waking state. Another one thing, it is always related to normal human beings. If you see normal things in the dream state, ordinary human beings, things in the humans in the dream state, and after waking up, if you are able to remember that clearly in multicolor and tell you were in dreamful waking state. There is another one state, Dreamful-turiya. When it comes, I'll explain. There is only one difference between the dreamful waking state and dreamful 4th state. I'll explain when that comes. And after I give you the theoretical, technical knowledge about these states of consciousness, I'll give you a clear diagram and explain the whole thing step by step. First I'll go through the technical knowledge part. Then I'll make you understand technique and necessity to experience and different ways of experiencing these altered states of consciousness, the different states of consciousness. Next is Swapna-Swapna, dreamful dreaming state. The state in which only some memories of dream are retained and others are forgotten. This is what is Swapna-Swapna. You wake up from the dream, you remember only some parts of the dream, not all. Then you were in the state of Swapna-Swapna, dreamful dreaming. There is a deeper level state, Swapna Sushupti, dreamful sleeping, state of total memory loss of whatever that happened in the dream. State of total memory loss of whatever that happened in the dream. Whatever that happened in the dream, if you have forgotten, that is what is called dreamful sleeping. You had a dreams, but when you wake up, nothing is remembered. You don't remember anything. That's what we call dreamful sleeping. Next, dreamful, the Swapna-turiya, Dreamful fourth state. Today I will finish on all the different states inside dream state. State of analyzing the dream, neither feeling happy nor sad about it, and having the clarity that these are transactions of mind and inquiring into knowledge of self is dreamful fourth state. Whatever you had in the dream, you neither analyze it to feel happy or to feel sad. All these things are just the mind game. And with this understanding, being in the fourth state, the Turiya, enlightenment state, that is what is dreamful fourth state. You need to understand the difference between the dreamful waking and the dreamful fourth state. Dreamful waking, you will be able to remember everything in multicolor, but it will all be about normal human beings. Dreamful fourth state, you will be able to remember everything in multicolor, but you would have seen Guru or God in the dream. If you see normal things and people, beings in the dream, and wake up and remember that very vividly, clearly in multicolor, it is called dreamful waking state. Same way, you are able to remember everything in multicolor vividly, but you have seen Guru or God, visions, divine, in the dream. It is called dreamful fourth state. This state will naturally lead you to more and more towards the restful awareness. So today I will expand on these four states: dreamful waking, dreamful dreaming, dreamful sleeping, and dreamful fourth state. In dreamful waking, whatever you see, when you come out, you will be able to remember in multicolor. In dreamful dreaming, whatever you see, when you come out, you will be able to remember only in the black and white. If you remember only in black and white, you are in dreamful dreaming. When you come out, you don't remember anything, then you are in dreamful sleep. When you come out, you are able to remember vividly in multicolor, and you saw your master or God, some spiritual vision. It is dreamful fourth state. What is the necessity to understand about these different states of dreaming? So that you stop dreaming. You stop dreaming and start resting in restful awareness. More time you spend in restful awareness, less time you will be suffering. All you need is more energy, understanding, inspiration to go towards more and more restful awareness and higher conscious state. That's all is the purpose of this whole game. That is the only purpose for which you need to understand all these four states. The intellectual understanding of all these four states is not just ordinary or waste. An intellectual understanding about these four states penetrates these very four states. Please understand. Any idea you have about you and the world continuously for 21 days will sink into the dream state. It will sink into the dream state. It's a very important thing. It will sink into the dream state. We never think or understand our waking state and dream state are very closely connected. Just because 50 ideas you carry in the dream state are different from the 50 ideas you carry in the waking state, you think they don't have connection at all. No. there is a huge bridge. Anything you strongly trust and believe in the waking state will get into the dream state. So understandings about the dream state in the waking state will sink into the dream state and make you enlightened. I am telling you, the right understanding about the dream state and deep sleep state, if it sinks into your system, without any spiritual practice or technique, you can become enlightened. I can say, dream your way to enlightenment. Sleep your way to enlightenment. Your whole dreaming time and the sleeping time will become a spiritual practice. That is what Shankara says, Nidra Samadhi Stitihi. All my sleep is enlightened state, Samadhi state. So, right understanding about these 4 states of the dream and contemplating on it itself is a powerful spiritual practice. So carry this understanding today whole day. Contemplate on it. Work on it. You will see this understanding is carried in the dream state also, and you start resting in more and more restful awareness, working towards enlightenment. Tomorrow I will talk on the various states of deep sleep. In deep sleep, various states of consciousness. Then, after completing these different states, I will give you a clear table. I already made a clear table of Jagrat, Swapna-Jagrat, Sushupti-Jagrat, Turiya-Jagrat, and made a clear table. I'll present and explain the whole thing. After you go through the whole technical knowledge, and whatever in green I have signed is supposed to be encouraged and entertained. Whatever in red I have signed should be avoided and reduced. I made a clear table for your enlightenment. So we will study this whole thing. And not only that, on each state, how to expand that state, extend that state, how to be more time in that consciousness, and the states which you need to reduce, how to reduce that state in your inner space. I have developed techniques also. Not only that, not only techniques, I have done a thorough R&D, scanning into the Siddha tradition, and found for each consciousness, for example, if that consciousness has to increase in you, Mani Mantra Aushada for increasing. Mani means the right understanding, Mantra means right technique, Aushada means right herb, medicine, to increase that consciousness into you. And if the consciousness has to be reduced in you, same way, I have done research to have Mani, right understanding, Mantra, right technique, Aushada, right medicine, to reduce that in your system. So once you go through the technical knowledge and understand these 5 different states, overlapping on the 5 different states, almost we can say 25 states of consciousness. Then we will work on the Mani Mantra Aushada, understanding, technique and medicine, Aushada, herb, for the states which you need to increase and the states which you need to reduce. I bless you all to understand all the states of consciousness and live and radiate enlightenment. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Swapna.